conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. To hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rockabye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick brick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 cribbin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime, Mythic Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see them all.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set. Check right.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Hey, go here. Brad, cycle. You, Miller. Ready?
From the 29, Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Thomas Morstead on that to punt it away on fourth down. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 31-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams to about the 35, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Right.
2 and now on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Ready.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working with a 2nd and 3. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kawhi Williams.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the counter, here's Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Wilson. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1. They run. It's Williams. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now for a touchdown, but now they're really knocking on the door.
And if you're the play caller, now you're thinking just in case. You're looking ahead as well. I wonder if he's just thinking 3 power plays at max to get the ball in the end zone.
It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. All the way home for the Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 43 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 44, Tua. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Stephen Weatherly. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. just trying to get it to his back.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him because
Mostert hit and he drops the ball. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Play action. Now Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And it's a fumble, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll give what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Tua now on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 40. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alvaro. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Aaron Browning, the one who brought him down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On play action, here's Tua. Rolling to his left. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 37 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Yeah. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone get points up on the board.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tua picked by his former college teammate Christian Harris. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Now Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. That is caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich from a yard out. And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it, and to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From just shy of midfield, Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Up the middle they go with Mostert. He's got it to the 43 here.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Okay, ready?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ear. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
A run with Mostert up the middle. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Uses the spin. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. 2 and now on 1st down. Caught by Wilson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Eluding the pressure right. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 95 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. And let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Well, a Lombardi trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.